Hello, greetings. It is another Friday night. It is, I don't know, a couple of weeks, I suppose, since the last time I made a video. Okay, this is what I'm drinking right now. Look at the color and that. This is the Barke pills. So you remember the chaotic brew day from a few weeks ago? A few weeks now, I don't know. 55 days in the keg. So it was another couple of weeks. It was about 3 or 4 weeks actually in the pressure fermenter. So um, so yeah, so it's well conditioned. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, that chaotic brew day, and this is the final result. I did actually do a video of this a couple of weeks ago, and then like I went on holiday and stuff, and then that seems like I keep meaning to put a video out, and it's on my phone somewhere, and I just thought, you know what, let's just do another video, will we? Because beers like this, lagers, they do tend to change over time, and even a couple of weeks can make a hell of a difference. Excuse me, while I turn the bloody very rude freezer up. Got my note. Always have the note. Amount of stuff in that freezer. Trying to get through the joints of meat actually. Um, over over the summer, so you can do them on the barbecue. I smoked. This is completely off topic here. I've smoked a leg of lamb last weekend. Turned out absolutely amazing. Superb. Anyway, never mind that. We're here to talk about this beer. This is the Barke pills. So yeah, I decided we'll just do the video again. I can't really remember what I said, so I'm just gonna have a look. I'm having actually a look on Brewfather, and I've given it 5 stars, and it says tasting notes, and it just says the words "this." That's all. That's all it says. This. I don't know if that's actually the review or what, but I quite like that though. I quite like that it's just this. And maybe put an apostrophe at the end just to let my future self know that that's all it is. So yeah, Barca Pills. The recipe was supposed to be 4.7. It's turned out like 4.3. So it's just the Barca Pills malt and a little bit of wheat in it, and that's it. That's it. Yeah, it was chaotic brew day. I'll leave a link to the brew day video if you haven't seen it. I don't know who hasn't seen it by now, but yeah, it was just everything just went wrong from start to finish, literally right to the end, and I'm still getting flashbacks now from it, from all that swearing as well too. That was just I've disgraced myself in that video. But anyway, never mind. So that's what it looks like. It looks amazing. Okay, looks absolutely superb. I would like to say this is the first beer of the week, but it's not. I had like three. I had 3 pints last night just out of nothing, because I think it's just the heat. The heat, and it's just real. It's not. It's not that it's super warm. It's just that it's really kind of um humid is the correct word. And then in the afternoon, I'm just going. And then by the time I get home, I'm just like, oh my god, I feel like I'm dying. Anyway, let's talk about that afterwards. Let's just talk about this. Looks superb. Nice bit of carbonation on it. And I've actually had to take it off the gas and try to degas it a bit more, because it went a little bit foamy because it was in the keg. And I'm not sure why it's not the beer lines, because it usually is the beer lines that when that happens, when it goes like really foamy, and that's an indication that I need to clean them. But I definitely cleaned them not that long ago, and so yeah, I don't think it's that. Anyway, there's a little floral note. There's not actually that much. Pearl, Saz, and Sladak. There's a little floral note, not too much. I mean, it was definitely very potent at the start, and then as time's gone on, it's conditioned, isn't it, like a lager, so. Okay. Nice light body, very light body. Oh, it tastes like a beer. It tastes like a normal beer. Right at the end, you're getting that Barca flavor. Oh wow, that's good. That is good. Hold on, I'm supposed to take 2 drinks, aren't I? It's so light that you don't just sip it. You just it's begging to be chugged down. There's not really any bitterness. Little bit maybe. It just keeps it interesting, and the flavor is terrific. It is really. It's changed a lot even from the last time I was drinking it, because I haven't been drinking it in a few weeks because I'm trying to like get to the 90 days. In my head, it's like it's gonna be perfect when it's 90 days in the keg, but I always forget that it was in the pressure fermenter, and it was like conditioning in that before I'd even put it into the keg because I was waiting for space. Just kind of the whole plan of doing it like that. That's absolutely perfect right now. Absolutely perfect. I'm not tasting any flaws in that beer, and it's a lager, so you tend not to get away with stuff like that. But that is absolutely superb. It's there's a little bit of floral on the taste. There's a little spicy note as well from the hops. But it's the Barke, the taste of that Barke malt, which is like the cracker, cream cracker, something like that. I had my brother over in, I don't know, June sometime. I think it was, or maybe it was May. And yeah, we were drinking this when it was still fairly fresh. And it was this really intense taste on it. It honestly tasted like a cream cracker, you know, the cream crackers, put cheese on and stuff. It tasted like that. It's still in there, that flavour. And it's really quite, it's really quite nice. I have to say I really like it. So I am impressed. Now the Barke malt, as I said, I think in the brew day video I must have, it's about twice the price, or maybe it's not twice the price, but it's a lot more expensive than normal, like Pilsner malt or lager malt, whatever. And I was always curious as to why that was, and was it really that good, and would it make me want to buy it again, because I had to try it. And I have to say that yes, I probably would. I'd like to get a sack of it and just splash out on it, because it does really add something. It genuinely adds something to the beer. That flavour just enhances everything. And even the beer that I've got a new beer on. So I bought like 5 kilos. I think I bought 5 kilos of it, and I only used 4 kilos in this beer, so I had a kilo left. And I thought, well, I'll use that at some point. And the beer I did was actually like, without wanting to get into all the specifics of the next brew, but it was, I used the kilo of the malt, and I'm really tasting it in that beer, and I'm surprised that I'm tasting it quite that much in that beer, because there's more of the other malt in it, which is a surprise. So it is definitely potent, and I am definitely gonna get it again. I am very impressed with the Barke malt, I have to say, and yeah, and I'm definitely gonna be getting it again. When I'm gonna be getting it, I'm not sure, but I need to go through I've got a ton of malt there that I need to work my way through. In the meantime, that is really good. And what's really good is it ended up 4.3. It was supposed to be like 4.7 or something like that. But I think 4.3 is probably better, especially in the heat, because you can drink a few of them and still not be too wasted. Not necessarily as fast as I drink beer, but yeah, but not as good. I mean, when I'm talking about the heat as well too, I was away, as I say, I was away on holiday. I was down in Spain, and it was very hot. It was very hot down there, and I found myself drinking more. I got like a load of beer in the supermarkets that were over there, and the stuff that I liked the best that I kept going back to buy was like Radlers, because they've got a load of all the kind of Spanish breweries, you know, San Miguel and Cruz Campo and whatever else there is over there. They all have their own range of Radlers, which is just basically like lemonade and beer, or lemon juice maybe. Well, they're all lemon flavored, but yeah, I think the stuff you get over here, any of the stuff I've seen over here, and specifically Northern Ireland, I'm talking about, is all kind of either grapefruit or I think maybe orange is the other one. But I've not seen the lemon, but the lemon was actually worked really well in the heat. So yeah, only about between 2 and 3%. So that's what I was drinking over there, which surprised me. I was really liking it, which gave me thought that it was maybe I could do something like that. I'm sure someone out there has brewed something like that, but that might be good. But the only thing is though, by the time it's ready, it's not gonna be the weather to drink it. And speaking of which, so yeah, it's been really warm. It's been that heat wave, and I thought to myself, I want to brew. When I came back, I thought I need to get something in the pipeline because I had nothing on and I wasn't waiting on anything. So I thought I'll do a brew day last weekend, and I'll use Kvik, and I will let it sit in here without using any fridges or any electric or anything like that. I'll just let it sit in here. And of course, it was like 30 something degrees. I don't know what it was. It was just ridiculous temperatures. And then the day of the brew day, it just went down. So it's now back to normal, which is like just over 20 something degrees, 21, 22, something like that, for this time of the year. And yeah, so I've had to actually wrap it up in, like, what do you say? I'll show you. I've had to put it up in like there's two coats. That's a coat on the outside, but inside there's like a body warmer as well. And I've put stuff underneath it, and I've put stuff on the top to try and keep the heat in. I mean, to be fair, it started fermenting within like a couple of hours of me pitching the yeast. So clearly it's working, like, and it's usually like, I mean, it's 22 degrees in here now, so it's not bad. It's nice. Let's say that. It's a nice little temperature. So hopefully that will hold the heat a bit more, and yeah. But yeah, it's important, I think, to keep the brewing cycle going, because you're not brewing for now, you're brewing for, weeks ahead of schedule. So you always have to bear that in mind, because while you might have a lot of beer now, you may not have a lot of beer in a few weeks' time, and it could be like really nice weather or something like that, or it could be really horrible weather and you want to sit inside and have a beer, or it could be really nice weather and then out the back, whatnot. So yeah, so when I use Kvik as well too, I tend not to do dry hops as well too, because I think when it brews that, or when it ferments that quickly, just get it into the keg as soon as possible. So I'm going to reuse that yeast cake, I think, and that one is, I think it's a red Axe IPA, I think that one is. So I'm going to do another one. I think I'm going to do a black IPA next, and then just pitch it onto that yeast cake, and it will like take 24 hours or something like that to ferment, and then hopefully by that time I'll have a couple of kegs emptied over there, and there'll be space for it. And if there's not space, because it's a pressure fermenter, it can just sit in the fridges here, and I'll turn them on, and that will be the end of it. Okay, that was a really nice beer. I'm not sure if I've mentioned it, but for such a terrible brew day, that has really turned out to be something pretty special. Well impressed, as I say, with that Barke malt. Really like the flavour on it. The flavour is quite pronounced as well. So yeah, I think that's definitely worth me getting a sack, and then just we'll hit it with a series of beers, and then see where we can take those kind of flavours. But certainly that beer, good, and then the other beer, which is Raspberry Berliner, just talking about, it's again, it's insane. It's only got a kilo in it, so yeah, it makes me think now. What other kind of styles of beer can I use that would work with that kind of flavor profile? Anyway, happy whatever. Goodbye. See ya.